We have Pallavi Jain, MD at Krishna Diagnostics, joining in on the show right now. Pallavi, hi, morning. Great to have you today on ET Now. Just stacking your journey at Krishna Diagnostics, from just 50 centers in 2017, you've now expanded to 2,800 centers all across, right? This is a massive expansion in your center count. Do you see it growing at this rate only, or do you think you're going to be maybe focusing on a specific geography a lot more than the others?
India as a market, firstly, good morning. And India as a market is very vast. We are just at the tip of the iceberg. So definitely we are looking to grow the way we have been growing. A lot of opportunities are coming in with the government focusing more on primary healthcare, secondary healthcare, and tertiary healthcare. Our expansions have always been in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. We will focus expanding in these regions where there is a dire need of healthcare services, good quality diagnostic services. And that's the reason we think that we are on the right path to provide the best quality services at the most affordable rates to the citizens of our country.
If I look at the industry and I'm looking at your peers here, the growth rate is different and there seems to be a drop in margin post-COVID. But your growth trajectory, both in terms of growth and margins, is very different. So why are you growing at a rate which is admirable when industry per se is contracting and margins are coming under pressure?
So the basic differentiator is the price, which makes a lot of difference for every sector. Krishna has always been a service provider who has given services at a very low cost or affordable cost. All our tenders where we participate, some of the states we are even lower to the CGHS rates. So that has played a very important role, that the pricing difference in the market has not affected us largely. And we have been able to grow at a steady pace and show the effective results what everyone has seen.
The whole idea of looking at tier 2 and tier 3 city, I think, is quite unique. But there are two things happening here, if I could be devil's advocate. One, global chains are also thinking on similar lines. And B, there is a lot of options which are now available in terms of online diagnostic stroke testing. How will that affect your expansion plans in small cities?
I don't see a threat or a competition to this. In fact, the more the players, it's good for the country as a segment to grow. We have, however, one thing what differentiates us from the online service providers is we are joining hands with various state governments, and we become partner, and we are helping them strengthen their existing infrastructure in terms of providing healthcare to the last milestone available. If I have to give you an example of the recent tender in Assam, you won't believe we are going to reach as many as 1,300 locations spread across the entire state. So reaching the last milestone, which I think it's going to be difficult for the other players in the market to reach to the last, because online they may have their own challenges. We have our own challenges, but what makes us different is our presence and our association as a public-private partner with the state governments, which enables us to deliver the best quality services and cater to the needs of the patients where it is required. So instead of people coming to our centers, we are taking our centers to the people.
We also understand, Pallavi, that Krishna is participating in new large tenders. What is the visibility on winning any of these new tenders? Where have you bid? Can you also share with us the update on the Rajasthan tender?
I'll start with with the question you ended. The Rajasthan tender, as everyone knows, that the Honorable High Court has given a favorable judgment. Whatever were the obligations and part of Krishna, we've already fulfilled those long back. There are certain technical evaluations and detailed procedural delays for documentation. We expect to close that by end of this month. And then we will be able to start our services in the state of Rajasthan. As I mentioned earlier, when you talk about visibility, when you talk about us participating in tenders, definitely the scope is very huge because we see that the government is now not only focusing on the basic healthcare packages or basic healthcare infrastructure. We see that a lot of people also have now started focusing on preventive healthcare. Our initiatives now into the B2C markets with our expansion plans, with the tenders like Assam, Odisha, BMC as such, and Maharashtra coming up. We see a great visibility for us to expand and for us to
Sure.
get growth what we have envisaged.
Yeah, I just wanted to actually delve a little bit deeper with respect to this Rajasthan tender because there was a cancellation due to some disagreements that I believe had taken place on providing additional performance security. So what is the implication of this? And you have taken legal recourse. Any ideas on the resolution timelines?
So that's exactly what I told, that yes, there was a disagreement because Rajasthan tender, we have participated with TCIL, which is a central government PSU. And according to the clause in the RTPP Act, any PSU participating in tenders is exempted from the performance security. So taking that clause, we had asked the government to exempt us from the performance security. And there were a lot of exchanges of documentation and letters. Amidst of all these communications, there was a certain cancellation which was done, and definitely we knew we were on the right path, and hence we had to take a legal recourse. And after going to the Honorable High Court in Rajasthan, and after seeing the study and after seeing all the documents submitted, there was a judgment which was passed in favor of Krsnaa Diagnostics, and the state government was directed to execute the agreement post certain compliances. As I mentioned earlier, the compliances on part of Krsnaa Diagnostics are already done. Unfortunately, there were certain public holidays in the last few days, and the government is now preparing the suitable documents, and we assume and we hope that we are able to sign off the agreement by this month end.
So you see that happening surely before the election, because that's what everybody gets worried about. State elections around the corner. Will this tender go through?
Yes, absolutely. It is a huge tender where we are going to start as many as 150 processing laboratories, and we are going to reach to the smallest village in Rajasthan, which is almost at locations of 1,300 plus. So it is not only a very large project in terms of expansion for Krsnaa, but it is also a large project in public interest for the government of Rajasthan, because primary healthcare and secondary healthcare is going to reach to the last milestone of the state.
Okay, Pallavi, great to have you today on the show. Thank you so much for giving us a color on where the business for Krsnaa Diagnostics is headed.